date, hit square on the dates, and then download that one as the most recent upload. It's like say 418, he got like 5,000 downloads. It's the most updated one. You see it, Burger? This nigga in my league, he got the line.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Walk 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, Alpha. Mike 5-4. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This nigga plays slow as shit.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Just like that. Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready. 53 to Mike. All right, T, let's go. Ready.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
Ready, ready. 15, run. 15, run. Give me trash. Let's go.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
53, Mike. Let's go. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now Allen. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
First down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch out.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. You must get tired of seeing me.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Allen, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Route right there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 41's Mike. Hey, Zoo. 41's the Mike.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down.
Ready? All day, dog. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Be grip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Get ready.
Allen now on first down. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
Yeah, Jeep
on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Be careful with him.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but there'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll
run it with Scarlett. And he's going to ball his way.
Motherfucking right. He's going down steps, though. Fuck that.
Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
He falling 5 feet. And what was it? About 3 feet. He falling down 3 flights. Fuck that. What you talking about? We on the 3rd floor. And she gonna be right next to Rose by the time I'm done putting my foot up her ass.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, she puts him up?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Good job.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Let's go. 60 on. What we got? Undercrush.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Called a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Mike 41. Let's go, Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Ooh, the juke. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He completes it to Nelson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Allen will try again on second down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
To throw, it's Allen. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
What you mean this started?
On the return is Cohen.
12
yards on the return that time.
He quit, he gone. There's no point in even pausing this, yo. This shit over. You should never gave me Miles Sanders.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys
I just played better with you
It has
guys,
not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives
he a better back. Christian McCaffrey better back, but it's just something about
as you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath.
Now imagine if Christian McCaffrey had
what is working and call more of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
He got both.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
And he took that
in one-handed. What a grab.
I'm trying to be
18
nice.
yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more
yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Mike 58 right there. Man out. Check 52. Show again.
They go play action with Hodges. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
He probably switched that shit.
Second and 10 now. Hodges. They'll get the first down.
And
they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Hodges looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Down. 60 or. Look, squeeze. Hit it.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
I came out throwing, Barry. That's what really gave the ball back quick. Because I was like, man, let me try passing. I hit him with a couple of plays. I hit you with.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
He don't got to be passing deep, but I like him just how he is because he got a little bit of power up now.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Scarlett. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops
right there. I thought the game ready to blow the burgers was my first drive, right?
Won the first battle.
Busting that bitch all the way to the red zone. I did the same exact play with Corey Grant. This nigga fumbled.
On second down, it's Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
It should be right next to you where you line up.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Gano's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Are you looking at the updated rosters
for
right
their
now?
next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot.
And you saw me SFL players
after a chip shot field goal. Maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Throwing now, Hodges on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he completes it to Cohen. That's good for 28 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
218, chop. Let's go.
Now Hodges on 1st down.
He's still standing there, bro. I forgot you turned
And
it
he's
off.
taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
This ass nigga was standing looking at the ball come
Plays
forward
of
and
over
letting me
20
come right
yards.
behind him.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
I'm
And he
gonna
will
pick him.
maneuver his
I
way
swear
down
I
to about
was.
the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even
You know
when
what's
they
gonna
have
hurt
much
them though,
success, all
barely?
talks
They
about
need right
attrition,
side of the
don't they?
line.
If you keep
It's
running
either
it,
right or
eventually
left
good
side of
things
the
are
line.
likely to happen.
You got Brady,
It's been a
but you
hard
definitely
go in
need
this
a
game today,
motherfucking
hasn't it?
O-line.
Yeah, this defense, they
That's
met
not
pretty
a
much
case
every
for
challenge in front of them this
O-line.
afternoon.
He can
They're
sit
still
back
trying
and
to run
throw
the
it.
ball, but they're not finding much space.
The Bears on 3rd down.
Them
0 for 3 to
niggas
this
had,
point. They could
I
use a
ain't gonna
conversion.
lie, and
This
they
is
still
3rd
got
and
hella
9.
picks for the next season. This season and the next season. So that's the
They try again with Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Here's Sanders, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Stand up in.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Get it.
2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
AFC,
Hey,
NFC.
we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Hodges going right side here, and that's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. Throwing left side, it's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Hodges. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
Ready?
15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Check. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like 1 game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with it.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't.